So I have prepared a demonstration that I hope will help to convey my message today. When I combine these two seemingly clear chemicals into this beaker, flask rather, I know you're full of anticipation, and I don't want to let you down. But you mix those two chemicals, and well, nothing happens. But that's okay. We can all observe that I poured the two chemicals in there, and even though the chemicals are in this flask together, a noticeable reaction just did not happen. Sometimes with chemical reactions, an energetic activation barrier is present that prohibits the reaction from taking place. This barrier must be overcome by the addition of some kind of energy or a catalyst before the reaction can occur. Now, if I've made these solutions properly, and with all the eyes on me right now, I sure hope that I did. When I add this third, seemingly clear chemical, one that acts as a catalyst to overcome the activation barrier, a reaction should take place. Set this here. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And getting the focus back on me after a class demonstration, and I try to do a demonstration in every single class that I teach, it's always a challenge. And I have found, in fact, that trying to compete with the wonders of science is ultimately futile. And that just keeps going. But if I can win back your attention for a moment as I attempt to parallel this demonstration that I recently performed to the college paths that you all have in front of you, what would I like you to take home from this demonstration? Well, there is an inevitable activation barrier standing between where you are right now and ultimately the great things that can happen during your time at RIT and beyond. Now I urge you, I plead with you to put in the energy to overcome this barrier. The process of overcoming the activation barrier is a critical component of the shared mission of student success. I throw that term around all the time, the shared mission of student success, because for my money, it is the only way to learn. You see, the successful outcome of your education is not as dependent on your professors as you might think, though their role, of course, is also critical. No, it is a shared mission between you, and most importantly you, your classmates, and the faculty and staff of RIT. If you do not put in the activation energy, then you are not fully adding your part to the shared mission, and you risk missing a reaction, okay? An opportunity that could change your life. Life-changing accomplishments happen to students here at RIT all the time. Your work can be included in scholarly publications. You can receive awards and scholarships. You can travel the world, making presentations at symposia. And you can find great co-ops that can lead to successful careers. But if I may, here's an example of falling short of the activation barrier. Say you go to class, listen to the instructor, go back to your dorm room, maybe complete some of the assignments, and perpetually do the same thing for the remainder of the semester. In such a case, you might not have completely failed, but the reaction pathway towards the shared mission of your ultimate educational success likely hasn't overcome the activation barrier standing in the way of taking your educational experience to the next level. So, where do you find this extra energy or catalyst? Well, it's likely not created by spending more time on social media outlets, which is probably an unfair jab for a non-Facebook user such as myself. But it is also not found while obsessing over a fantasy football trade, something for which I am guilty as we speak. In my own life as a student, and in my 11 years of teaching at RIT NTID, I found there to be a number of catalysts to help students along the path towards student success. To name a few, keep an open mind, be open to new ideas, subjects, and experiences. Work with the faculty. Great things happen for students who collaborate with members of the RIT faculty. They just do. Get to know your professors. See and emulate their passion for teaching and learning. Join them in their research projects. Develop a group of trusted friends who share your passions. Get involved in the RIT community. Take advantage of all of the opportunities on this wonderful campus, a unique campus where deaf, hard of hearing, and hearing students live, study, and work together. And don't sit back. Lean in and find your place at RIT and then in the world. You're all here because you have felt that fit. Something intrigued you enough, challenged you enough, engaged you enough to make RIT your college of choice. And by all means, you made a great choice. You have already brought with you the intelligence, curiosity, and academic preparation required to succeed. Now that you are here, use those tools toward your studies, but find your catalyst and overcome the activation barrier standing between you and great things in your future. Reach out, connect, and collaborate with faculty and staff. Link minds with them inside and outside the classroom. Share thoughts, share the mission of your educational success. So welcome, students. Welcome to RIT. In fact, welcome to your own new experiment. Good luck, work hard, have fun, and please, please be that catalyst unto yourselves and find your own activation energy that will make great things happen for you at RIT and beyond. Thank you.